When you're 8, everybody really wants a supercar, okay? But you can never really afford one until you are 58, by which time your skeleton is too old and too creaky to get inside. There has never been a comfortable supercar, a bit like a comfortable guided missile, until now. This is a new Lotus. It's called the Evora. While that makes it sound like a ladies' dress shop in Harrogate, it presses all the right supercar buttons. The engine is in the middle. It's low, it's swoopy, and it's as agile as a water boatman in a kettle. What a car! Even by supercar standards, this is fantastic. Properly fantastic. Right, I want to go in that direction. Now I want to go in that direction. Now I want to go over there. This is amazing. This is handling by telepathy. I'm not steering now, I'm simply using the power of suggestion. There we go. Where this differs from a normal supercar, though, is what happens when you crash. Oh, no! Oh, this is not so bad. This car is so comfortable that when you crash off the road and end up in a field full of buttercups, it doesn't really matter, you barely notice. If I were in a Ferrari now driving off-road, my skeleton would be disintegrating. My torso, well, it had just become a big bag of mush. But in this, the suspension is absorbing the knocks, not me. Where is the track? It is genuinely extraordinary that a car which is soft enough to do this is hard enough to do this. It's unbelievably good. It's the only car I've ever driven, ever, which is a killer attack dog and an old sofa. That makes it perfect for the Saga Lounge. And there's more good news. There are seats in the back for your grandchildren, although they'll have to adopt the Lotus position to get in there. Here we have a boot, which is big enough for all your cat food requirements, even if your cat is a tiger. And I know what you're thinking now. You're thinking, hang on a minute. If the seats are here, and the boot's here, and the front is all full of mechanical witchcraft, where have they put the engine? Well, I'll tell you, it's about here. The average supercar has a massive V1,000,000 engine that takes up all the space. But the ladies' dress shop uses a small V6 from the car you used to have. A Toyota Camry. So it's not the most powerful car in the world, and it's not, surprisingly, the lightest, which means, of course, it isn't the fastest either. 0 to 60 takes 5.1 seconds, and you'd need an awfully long runway to reach the top speed, which apparently is 163. Talk among yourselves. That's 140, and it's time to brake. They're good. They're very good. The thing is, though, it's a good engine. It sounds meaty without being deafening. It's torquey, too. and it's very economical. You should get 30 miles to the gallon. There are some drawbacks, though. The interior may be spacious and light, but it appears to have been put together by someone who thinks a Porsche is the bit that sticks out from the front of your house. Everything sounds and feels a bit tinny. And there's more. All you can see in the dials is a reflection of whatever weather happens to be prevailing at the time. The buttons appear to be the result of some primary school painting competition, and the sat-nav system is so ununderstandable, I'd simply remove it and use the space to store my Werther's originals. As a result of this, some say you're better off spending your £50,000 on a Porsche Cockster instead. Trust me on this one, though. You aren't. Nothing like an Elise. It's unbelievable.
All very good, but...
What?
50 grand.
50,000?
£50,000, it's a lot.
I admit, 50,000 is a lot, OK, for a car made by turnip farmers out of melted down toilet seats. But if you compare that to a Ferrari 430, and you can, it's the bargain of the century.
Yeah, but it's not as fast as a 430, is it?
No, Ferrari 430 is here, 122.9. OK, now we put that round earlier today, and it did a 125.7. But look at that. We'll ignore that, shall we?
Oh, that's all
The
good.
Exemes was quicker. But it's the same as a 5-litre Gallardo Spider.
No, which is a tremendous achievement.